How about the transition piece? Obviously, things lined up for you well as far as getting a job and things
Yeah.
like that. How about your feelings and how about the emotions of going through that, and perhaps a little bit about it?
So I would say one part of my transition, I was ready for it, hence the earrings, the hair, and everything. Um, but the second part of the transition, um, when you go from being, in charge of a large organization or being responsible for something, and you go from that to, working at your job, being the dad, being the husband. It's it's nice, but I had a conversation with a friend about a year before I retired. And I reached out to him about a month after and I was like, hey man, how's everything going? And you probably know what I'm talking about because he used to go bowling. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. So anyways, he was just like, the crazy part is that I'm able to spend time with my family, but you're no longer relevant. Like, like you'll always be a Marine, but you're not wearing a uniform no more. You're not in the club. So that was a hard part for me to swallow in the beginning.
Yeah, no doubt. It just definitely takes some time to find a different purpose in your life. Would you agree?
Oh yes.
Yeah, just
Yes.
find that new thing to fill those gaps and those vacancies. And everybody chooses to do it a little bit differently. That's the cool part about
Yeah.
it. Some guys go and set the world on fire. Some people don't do anything. Or some guys play golf.
Yep.
Some guys at 47 years old start podcasts.
Exactly. Look
You
at
do what you
you.
got to do. Some guys like you are entrepreneurs. So
Yeah.
that's the beauty of it. And that's what I appreciate the most. Um, Something interesting about you is when you're on active duty, you're always like what I call like a hustler.
Yeah.
You always had your fingers into something, even while you're in active duty. So, what are some things like where do you think that came from? Internally inside yourself to always want to pursue other things and to pursue entrepreneurship.
So, so what I can tell you is, I started entrepreneurship, or I started just trying to make money on the side because of child support in the very beginning. Um, and there was and I got into entrepreneurship. There was a book that I recommend to everybody. It's called Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. That book, it's a quick read. It's like 115 pages. That book changed my life. That made me change my whole outlook, and that was in 2007. So that was what really drove me to entrepreneurship. There's more into it. There's more, when it comes to like owning your own business, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But I think that was a driving force that really made me want to be my own boss. Maybe wanted to find ways to make money outside of a traditional job. That book, Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki.
Yeah, I've never heard of that book. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
And I know that you were saying before that you did Herbalife and you did some other things. Can you just talk a little bit about those
Yes.
things you did before we talk about your main business?
Absolutely. So when I first started out, earlier in my military career, I used to work part-time jobs, but I first got involved in this company called ACN. It was a telecom company. It was an MLM, multi-level marketing. I learned a whole lot of stuff. I learned from a bunch of people that were making money, but I didn't make any money. uh, so then, a few years later, I got involved in Herbalife. Now with Herbalife, the light bulb just set because I was like, I can do this. I was already into fitness at that time. I was already into like mentoring and kind of helping people. So like Herbalife, I did that for a few years, fell off, ended up doing something else. And then me and my wife got involved into another nutrition company. And I took the things that I learned from Herbalife into that nutrition company, rose through the ranks. And then in the midst of that, I've done Uber and Lyft on the side. I've always done other things. And all that stuff led me to starting Fidelis Movers. And everything that I've learned from those other businesses, that's what's made me be successful with Fidelis Movers.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about Fidelis Movers, a little bit why you became interested in it, and a little bit of the background.
So with the moving company, there's a couple of things I like about the moving company. One, it's physical. It's physical, it's lucrative, and I'm able to gift the opportunity in helping other people make money. And kind of like how the Marine Corps has, you have that small unit leadership. Like I felt like I was able to have that small unit leadership with my moving team. And a lot of these guys, most of them are younger than me. Some of them are, believe it or not, they're older than me. But I'm able to to take not only what I've learned in the military, but with business and kind of show them like, listen, like this opportunity came to me. This is what I didn't grow up in a moving company. I saw an opportunity to make money, to own my own business. It made sense to me. But my experience in doing Herbalife and everything with my social media marketing, that has helped me become more successful with the moving company.
How does it make you feel that you employ people and they are able to take care of their families because of your business and your leadership and the oversight that you provide internally? How does that make you feel?
I love it. That's one of the joys of being a business owner is that you can, obviously I'm making money for myself and for my family, but I'm able to give other people opportunities where they can make money. I mean, right now in this, I don't know what the unemployment rate is, and I don't keep track of all that stuff, but this is this is something where I can help people, but at the same time, especially these young guys, they can learn it. They can learn a trade. They can learn a skill, because there is a skill to moving. There is a certain way on how to do it. So,
yeah, man, I've seen your stuff on Instagram and on social media.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys got it down to a science, and the reviews. Your reviews are incredibly solid, and that says a lot about the attention to detail you guys are doing and the care. More importantly, the care that you're showing people.
Yes.
Hey, there's one thing people are passionate about. That's their shit.
Exactly,
Bro, the people are passionate about their shit. You got to
Yeah.
take good care of it. So I know that, and the other part is like leadership.
Yeah.
You're still providing leadership to those people as well. So I know that's got to help, with the transition piece as well.
Yeah. With moving, I mean, it's one of the advantages that I do have with owning a moving company is that the minute I talk to a customer, and I tell them, at one point I'm active duty Marine, now I'm retired Marine. A lot of times they associate the Fidelis, they already notice it's affiliated with the Marine Corps. So when I go into a job site or I talk to a customer, they've already looked at my reviews. They've already talked to their friends or whatever. So now it's just a matter of me showing them how I can provide a service, and a lot of times I do more stuff than just give them a quote. I actually tell them like, okay, have you considered this? Have you considered that? So a lot of the stuff that I bring with the moving company is what's made me successful. In addition, obviously I got an amazing team. So